B-Rob, good morning.
Good morning.
How are you, buddy? We're all anxious to hear kind of an update on your injury. How are you feeling? What are they saying?
I had got my ankle rolled up on really bad.
Right.
I know most people thought it was my knee. It wasn't my knee.
Right.
I got my ankle wrapped and rolled up under. So I'm dealing with an ankle sprain right now to some ligaments that was rolled up. But it's nothing severe. You know,
Is it all black and blue, Brian?
I really don't know how to answer that question.
Because you don't want to say, you don't want to give it away.
Did you get back?
My son had the same injury, and it's like if you roll your ankle in a certain way, you can be out like 6 weeks minimum.
Oh, like it's a
minimum.
I mean, is it a high ankle sprain? Did anybody diagnose that?
It's not high actually. So
That's good.
That's encouraging.
You can have a minor fracture too.
But also, no.
I know it firsthand.
He mentioned the ligaments.
No.
Yeah, go ahead, Brian.
Nothing going on with the bones or nothing.
No fracture.
So positive.
Didn't you get back in the game after it?
You did, yeah.
Yeah, I did get back in the game. I don't know if it was, adrenaline at the time.
Yeah.
That was obviously before some swelling had started kicking in, and it was just, couldn't put pressure out on it. I couldn't put pressure on it, just go and be me. So I had to cut it. So it's been good. As far as progression, actually surprised at how much it's progressed since. So we just one day at a time with it, man.
Right.
Hey, Brian, when they X-ray you at the stadium, do you have to put on the heavy coat over your chest?
Of course.
No, it was a quick process. They just covered up some areas, and
right.
It was real quick.
I just had to ask.
Yeah.
They barely use that anymore.
Yeah.
The lead?
Hey, I don't want extra
used the lead
radiation. B-Rob,
It
stay
used
away
to be
from
a
that
lot
extra
bigger.
radiation, man.
Yeah. Dude, did they say, let me ask you one last probing question. You don't have to answer, okay? I get it. Did they say what grade it was?
No, they didn't give an exact grade, but I can kind of just gauge it myself. I'll probably say grade 2-ish.
Right.
Shouldn't be like too crazy once some of the swelling go out. Once the swelling go out, and we'll just kind of hit the ground running from there.
Right. But I mean, I'm guessing for this week it's probably unlikely.
I'm not sure. I really don't know.
Right.
It feels a lot better. Since it happened. So I'm
Good.
not sure.
Good.
Good.
Hey,
I just
B-Rob.
stick to the process. And take my process. One day at a time, and if it works, it works.
Rank the pain of the injuries to your body this season. Hamstring, knee, ankle. Which one hurt the worst?
I know the ankle looked really ugly, and it obviously, like, I was able to come back in the game at the time. It hurt it when it happened, and the after pains, the soreness and stuff, is what slowed me down. It wasn't what actually happened, but I would probably say the knee.
All right, Brian, let's shift the conversation. We'll talk about this game specifically, but I kind of want to talk more globally. You guys have lost 3 in a row, all right? Some tough ones. You lose to Dallas. I know you don't care about lines, but you guys were a 10.5-point favorite. What is the mood of the team? What is the confidence of this team right now moving forward?
After games like this, obviously we look at everybody in the eye, and we know how much of a better team we are and how bad we play to put ourselves in certain situations to, be in tight games like that and lose games like that. So, we know, inside the building, inside the locker room, we know, the potential of our team. We know where we go wrong at and make mistakes, and where we could always just be on top of our game, and we don't always be on top of our game. So we just gotta, all be pros and put it all together, and just lay it all out there and just make it happen. Like like we were in the beginning when we was out to prove something. We just got to get back to the basic fundamentals of what we did to win, and we got to get on the same page and do it together all the time and stop, getting comfortable with where we at in the season and the record and stuff like that. Nah, we got to go back to base one, day one, fundamentals and playing style.
Talking to Brian Robinson Jr., running back for the Commanders. So let's get specific about the running game. The last 3 weeks against two really good defenses in Pittsburgh and Philly, but then Dallas, who was 31st in the league, stopping the run. The running game, outside of Jaden's runs, hasn't been there. What are you seeing? You're talking about fundamentals. What are you seeing that's not happening in terms of the running game?
I think we definitely have to be stronger, in a running game up front for sure. We have to be more disciplined, just to our details and in the running game, just with everybody involved. We gotta get more in a run game rhythm. It's so much, that we leaving left out there in the running game, and I think it comes down to just the basic thing. We got to run the ball. We gotta run it effectively. We gotta run it consistently. We gotta keep it relevant. And I feel like we just haven't really just been keeping our run game relevant in these recent weeks.